you can't actually, and it's what the brother was talking about earlier when he said that he doesn't really support the government, he doesn't like the government, right? The issue is that the government is not grassroots, and it doesn't support grassroots movements. So even though, as Jay mentioned, we were able to have a grassroots campaign with Bernie Sanders, we weren't able to win because the system does not enable the voice of the people to be empowered. And so I learned through that process how important, I'm a black woman, right? We all of us here from our various indigenous communities, we know what the reality of the US government and Western and white supremacist forces imposes on our communities. We know that. But we learned that even for the people who are representatives of the dominant class, even if you're trying to fight against the system, you're not going to be empowered to do it because the system is not set up for us, for the people. Most white people don't like the occupation. Most white people don't like the imposition of oppression on all of these communities either. That's why there's so many that are standing here with us right here. Right? Your voices aren't being heard either. It's not simply, they create this illusion that there's a one community that likes it, that it's the white community, or that we don't think we're with, like black people, black Americans don't feel a connection to the indigenous communities. Those things are all false. We know that we are one. We know that we are united. We know that, and we have to embody that in everything that we do. And what Bernie Sanders did is he helped because his candidacy was so strong and because we were so ready, he forced everybody so many people, not everybody, but so many people who were holding on to this idea that we could make something work with that system, he helped us to realize that that is false, that is not true. It's not true. This government has not been just. It has never been just. That's why we are standing on land that is occupied right now in the first place. Because from the very beginning, this has been an unjust government. It has not taken care of the people. It has tricked people and separated people and divided people, but it is now time for us to do what we've been doing and do it in a bigger and broader way, coming together. We have to come together. I haven't been to Standing Rock yet, but I'm definitely going to be at Standing Rock. I'm definitely going to go there. And I hate the cold. I hate the cold. But I'm not going to miss the opportunity to stand in solidarity with this movement. I'm not going to miss that opportunity. I'm not going to. So even though by the time I'm able to go there, it's going to be cold, and I hate the cold, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to stand there because it's too important. I did have the opportunity to go to Oak Flat. That land there is so beautiful. That land is so beautiful. How dare they ever think that they have the right to even think about destroying that land? How dare they even think that how dare they even think about destroying that land? We have to protect Oak Flat. We have to stand with Standing Rock. These things have to happen. The reason I was able to go to Oak Flat is because the candidate, Jill Stein, who I work for and who I support, sent me. Just like she went to Standing Rock, she sent me to Oak Flat along with my comrade Adrian, so that we could learn better what's going on there, so that we can speak to that, so that we can amplify it, so we can send more information. Because a lot of people know about Standing Rock, but a lot of people don't know what's in danger at Oak Flat. A lot of people don't know, and that's important. It's equally important that we protect Oak Flat. I learned about Jill Stein during my time campaigning for Bernie. And as time progressed, I also began to be more informed about the Green Party that she represents. The Green Party, there are 4 pillars to the Green Party: ecological wisdom, grassroots democracy, social justice, and nonviolence. That is everything that we all stand for. That is what it is that brings us all together. I want to say it again because it is exactly what the fight at Standing Rock is about. Ecological wisdom. Because how can it make sense for us to decide that we're going to allow a corporation to save money about transporting sludge from Venezuela and instead transport it all the way across this country, putting our land at risk, putting our water at risk, putting our creatures at risk, putting our land and our animals and our bodies at risk for money, to save some money. How can we even think about doing that? That is not ecological wisdom. That is why we are standing against that. It makes no sense. Social justice. It is not just. For I just learned through this process that the indigenous people in their land, if they are assaulted or accosted, that they have no ability to fight for themselves and have themselves protected through the laws. How is that justice?
It's not.
That's not justice. We need ecological wisdom. We need social justice. We need grassroots democracy. When we make decisions that are made for our lives needs to be made by all of us. It can't be made by 2, 3, 8 people, 20 people, 100 people for billions of people. That's not right. We need it to be made by the grassroots. We need grassroots democracy because none of us want what's going on at Oak Flat to happen. None of us want what's going on at Standing Rock to happen. None of us wants Chief Beck to still be in office. But it doesn't matter that because we have been working within a process that does not recognize the importance and the power of the grassroots voices. But the grassroots voices are the only voices that matter. And nonviolence. That's what they forgot when they were at Standing Rock, when they brought those dogs to attack peaceful protectors. That's what they forget when they go and they attack the individuals who are trying to cross the borders because they're trying to flee what it is that happened in their country, partly by our hand, largely by our own hands. They're trying to flee and get to safety and find refuge in the country that destroyed their country or aided the destruction of their country, and we go and we respond to them with the violence of our system, taking them at the border, throwing them into jail, and then sending them right back to where it is that they ran from. We need to come together and to fight together, not only in this grassroots way outside, but we need to start taking over this government. We need to be working with individuals in government that stand with us. The reason that I stand with Jill Stein is because she stands with Black Lives Matter. The reason that I stand with Jill Stein is because she did go to Standing Rock. And when they asked her, when they handed her that spray bottle, and they asked her what she would do, she said, I'm standing with you. I stand with Standing Rock. She didn't care about that property. She cared about the people. She cared about their ancestry. She cared about the ancestors that were being disrespected by those bulldozers in the middle of the night. I love all of you. I love you for standing up. I love you for fighting forward. I love you for being protectors. I love you for being brave and courageous. We are never going to give up, and we can't afford it. This earth can't stand it. This is our home. This is our land. This is our mother. We have to protect her, and that is how we protect ourselves. I appreciate all of you for standing with me. I appreciate all of you for standing with me, because we are one. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Water is life. Water is life.
Water is life.
Water is life.
Water is life.
Water is life.
Water is life.
I love you. Together we will win.